Hey, Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps with Fight Hub TV, and I'm joined now with the one and only Floyd Scofield Jr. How are you doing? How is your energy? How are you feeling right about now? I know you mentioned you're a little bit bummed you can't have any candy. It is Halloween.
Yeah, I feel good. I'm just ready to fight. Right now we're in the weight cut stage. I didn't eat today, so I'm a little on edge. I'm a little snappy, but hey, it's part of the game. But I'm ready to fight. I'm in good spirits. I'm happy I have my team here with me, so I'm ready to
It's
go.
good that you're in good spirits given that you haven't ate today, because I wouldn't be in good spirits if I hadn't ate today. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Obviously, an important fight for you. Every fight at this point is an important fight for you because of what you know is looming. It's close. I was just talking to Oscar about, another successful fight. You're this close to a potential Gervonta Davis fight. Like, what does that feel like for you at this stage in your career?
It feels good because this is the things that we worked for. Me being number 2 in the WBA, it's just like a dream come true almost. I didn't collect the belt yet, but I worked my whole life for this. Me and my dad. So when the opportunity presents itself, we're gonna be more than ready. But it's a dream come true, really.
Your father likes to do a lot of the talking back and forth on social media. Do you like it that way? Do you prefer to be like, you know what, you do the talking, let me do the business in the ring, keep it separate though? Because I don't feel like you're much of a talker in that yet.
Like, you can ask my team. Like, if we're not laughing and joking, I'm not the first one to speak. I'm not speaking at all. So I like it that way. If my dad wasn't doing all the stuff he does, who knows? Probably I wouldn't have the fan base I have right now. I'm not, like you said, I'm not a talker really. I don't talk trash, and why be on Twitter all the time and going back and forth with these guys when you got a job to do? There's fighters out there who are on Twitter 24/7 and can't satisfy their own fan base. So I'm not gonna end up like those fighters because my job is fighting first and making it out that ring safe. Then possibly after the fight, I can call, names out, after the fight. But, being online all the time, that's not for me. It was never for me. I didn't even want an Instagram. But my dad was like, you got to create a fan base. So.
Wow. Young guy, and you don't even care about social media. I mean, that just goes to show how focused you are, obviously, on the end goal of what you want for your career. One of the things you talked about, too, is that you don't obviously, money's important, don't get me wrong. Everybody needs to survive. You obviously want to make a better living for yourself, but legacy seems to be more on the forefront for you than just a paycheck. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, for sure. Like, after the fight, we break the money down with the team and whatnot. I'm not the first one to be like, yo, where's my money at? Like, I don't care. I know my dad's, helping me out. He's getting me into real estate, investing. Lots of different things. So I know where my money is. He always is like showing me where my money's going. I always have access to my money, but that's not what I'm worried about. Why you can have all the money in the world, but what do you have to leave after all that money's gone when you're gone? So I feel like me chasing after legacy is more important, than the money. Of course, I need the money to take care of my family and my team, but that all comes with the legacy.
I feel like you're really mature for your age.
Really?
Yeah. You don't think so?
Yeah. I feel like I am. I play a lot. That's why I'm like, am I? But
Well, okay, maybe just like the wisdom, but I feel like a big part of that could also have been from what you've been through in your life, the things you've seen, the things you've had to overcome. What I was learning about when researching you is the homelessness, having to live in and out of what was cockroach infested hotels.
I remember
That
it was creepy. It was super creepy. It was like this elevator that didn't work. I remember to this day. It was crazy. Yeah.
like one of the places
Yeah, one of the.
it was like haunted or something. Like,
Me and my brothers used to think so. So my dad at that time, he was married. I had my little brother Michael. He was about a newborn, and my little brother Alion, and we were all just in this 1-bedroom hotel. And yeah, it was rough. We always thought it was haunted. It was creepy.
when you come from experiencing that to where you are now, again, there's still a lot to be done to get to that point, but you're on the right trajectory with your career on the path. How much pressure do you feel in that process?
I don't feel no pressure
No?
at the end of the day because, of course you gotta go in there, you gotta give the fans a great show, get them what they paid for. But, you know, as long as my team is proud of me, my dad's proud of me, and, you know, my family's proud of me, I'm doing what I'm supposed to. And I don't go in the ring, it's pressure. Because, like I said in the press conference, what's the worst that can happen? You get knocked out, you wake up, you live another day, get better. So I don't go anywhere with no pressure. In my opinion, I don't believe in that, because if you did everything right and you did what you're supposed to do, you should feel no pressure. You know you're going in there to get the job done.
Being that you're number 2 with the WBA and being that is quite close, I mean, it's safe to say that matching you up with Gervonta at this point would make sense because you are number 2. Are you ready for that fight? Are you ready for that next level of opponent?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am. Yes, I train hard. You know, I dedicated my life to the sport. Are you ready? In my opinion, I'm not scared of nobody. I mean, I don't think nobody fears him, you know, or these other fighters. So it's only safe to say, it's only right. In my opinion, I should have got the fight before Lamont Roach, but that's just my opinion. But we get through Renee. We're not overlooking Renee. We see what Golden Boy has next. And if, who knows, maybe next year the opportunity presents itself, we'll be more than ready.
Did I read this correctly? Correct me if I'm wrong, but that because you've been in camp with obviously like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, that you did some damage in sparring?
I'm not gonna speak on sparring, but I'll just say I'll give you some good content. I'll just say it was sparring that made me realize that these guys aren't really who they say they are, and that if you put the work in, you can make it where they're at. It was great sparring, you know, to get me to the point where I'm at. If I didn't have those sparring opportunities, who knows, maybe I wouldn't have the confidence I have today.
Right. Another name, I just want to throw it out there for you. Feel free to say whatever it is you want to say. Keyshawn Davis.
Keyshawn Davis, great young fighter. He's a father too. Congratulations on your child. Hopefully we see each other in the ring one day.
Very respectable.
It's going to be fun.
Very respectable. Okay, so what can fight fans expect on Saturday night? I know that you're not one to do predictions, right?
Right.
Did you learn that the hard way or something?
Yeah,
Is that
I did.
okay?
When I fought for my WBA title for the first time against Mercado, I think, I predicted a knockout. I didn't get the knockout, so I don't do that no more.
Okay. All right.
But Saturday, they'll see an action-packed fight. They'll definitely see a smarter version of myself, a rounded fighter, and just, a statement. They're going to see a statement that I want to make to the 35-pound division. You know, like I said, not overlooking Renee. I know he's coming in at a fight, but I don't think he's going to be able to fight for 12 rounds at the pace I want to fight. So,
Just to piggyback off one thing real quick, if I can. You mentioned, obviously, the Lamont Roach fight with Gervonta. We don't know if that's happening 100% December or January, but how do you see that fight going? Do you feel confident giving a prediction on someone else's fight as opposed to your own?
Me personally, no, because I don't know what Lamont Roach and his team are working on. I don't want to, down the man, because who knows? Maybe he might shock the world. It's not on us to decide. I mean, boxing is a one-shot sport. Anything can happen. Nobody's invincible from getting knocked out. So, I mean, Tank better stay off Twitter. He better worry about his opponent. So, that's all I got to say. But in my opinion, Tank should win, but you never know.
All right. Floyd, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. It was lovely meeting you. And hopefully we'll be able to catch up with you post-fight.
Yes, of course.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye, fight fans.